Manchester United player Victor Lindelof can bring back what Jaap Stam offered. Paul Pogba and Romelu Lukaku are so inseparable. Manchester United staff have to check if they are missing a joint at the hip. They socialize, holiday and now train together, where they have kept in close proximity during United sessions at UCLA, and they did not stray too far apart during Saturday night's warm-up at the StubHub Center, either. Pogba and Lukaku started on the bench, so they busied themselves with some freestyle training, exhibiting crowd-pleasing tricks and flicks in front of supporters who rapturously applauded them when they inspected the pitch an hour before kickoff. Victor Lindelof noticed the leisurely warm-up and was soon accommodated by the Paris fans. Witnessed Jose Mourinho's last three signings form an ostentatious triangle with their cushioned touches and precise volleys. Lindelof's sense of adventure did not desert him when he joined Pogba and Lukaku in United's second half 11. A Swedish journalist described Lindelof to MEN Sport as David Luiz without the drama, and the comparison was credible after watching his first 45 minutes for United. The 22-year-old nearly scored from a corner, galloped from his own third into LA Galaxy's and berated Timothy Fosu-Mensah for selfishly shooting when he was better poised in the area. Lindelof's idol was Mats Hummels, while his countrymen have also compared him to Gerard Piqué. With his feet, United could play out from the back. Only there was some drama. After Fosu-Mensah dithered, Giovanni dos Santos faced up Lindelof and turned him with startling ease to spark a minor resurgence. Dos Santos deceived the Swede by cutting inside onto his weaker right foot, and the flustered Lindelof was caught off balance. It is better for Lindelof to commit errors in inconsequential training exercises, as Mourinho put it, than in August. Mourinho ruthlessly withdrew Fosu-Mensah after a chastening 40 minutes, and he will not countenance Lindelof's shortcomings if they occur in the Premier League or Champions League. The blemish on Lindelof's copybook should not overly concern United supporters when he showed why he might have an influential impact on United's attack next season. Starting in the middle of a back three bookended by Eric Bailly and Axel Tuansby, Lindelof revelled under the license to venture forward with two centre-halves holding the fort, and, on the snippet of evidence, it is remarkable he only struck twice for Benfica. United need a long-term defensive partnership, and Eric Bailly has already been anointed the heir to Nemanja Vidic by supporters and the former captain, but it is a disingenuous comparison. Vidic was made of steel, whereas Bailly complements his iron with silk, and it took him just 37 minutes into his maiden United appearance at Wigan to start showboating inside his own half. Mourinho is unlikely to get too gung-ho. While explaining Matteo Darmian's seemingly incongruous positioning at left-back in January, he said, "When you have Antonio Valencia playing as a right winger, you cannot defend with two players. You need that third player to give some cover inside and to keep some balances, and he did that well." Darmian's development culminated with a career-best performance in the Europa League final. With two ball-playing centre-backs, at least one will have to take a back seat, and Bailly played the passenger against the Galaxy. He and Lindelof might switch in Salt Lake City, and United have the potential for an old-fashioned axis as they take turns on who stays and who goes, a trait of some of the great United sides. Rio Ferdinand is rightly regarded by United supporters of various generations as the finest centre-half they have seen in the club's colours, but his adventurousness was curtailed and Jaap Stam marauded into opponents' halves more often during his 3 years than Ferdinand did in 12 at Old Trafford. Stam, with his shaved head and 6 feet 3 inches frame, looked like he should be in the stands with the men in black firm, but was a stopper and a sprinter, and his tally of a goal and no assists with United is misleading. Plenty would select him ahead of Vidic in their all-time 11, and few United central defenders have brought Reds to the edge of their seat quite like Stam did. It is fitting Sir Alex Ferguson ushered in pragmatism at United at around the same time Stam, a daring defender, departed for Lazio. On his fateful final appearance, Stam was lured out of defence by Steed Malbranque to play in Fulham teammate Louis Saha to regain their lead. Ferdinand became a more risk-averse sweeper and memorably mimicked Stam only in his penultimate season with a positive run which created Wayne Rooney's winner versus Reading. Lindelof could offer United a defensive playing style they have lacked for 16 years. Ferguson earmarked Johnny Evans as Ferdinand's successor in waiting. Only his footballing excellence was overshadowed by meek defending, and Lindelof will have to strive to match Bailey's balance. "I am not used to playing with 3, but it felt good in a way and I am very happy," Lindelof remarked on Saturday night, particularly during the warm-up.